For those of you who will say that ECW lives no more, I respectfully disagree with your assessment. And for those of you who don't realize that ECW is alive today in the matches that are performed in front of you, that in the concepts that have been adopted by the entire industry, in the passion of the fan base that still comes today to WWE and any other wrestling promotion on the face of this planet.
If you don't know this cute young man standing in this video, you have not been watching WWE. This particular man, his name is Paul Heyman.
I'm always the freaking scumbag in the situation, not this time!
Paul Heyman is known for his manipulative tactics, very dramatic and world-class betrayal. Ladies and gentlemen, if you watch WrestleMania 41, you know what I'm talking about, because Paul Heyman shocked a lot of fans. He did what people did not in their wildest imagination predict was ever going to happen at WrestleMania. He gave low blow to his two friends, CM Punk and the tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns. These got people shocked, talking. Paul Heyman still had the guts to come back and defend himself. So what do you think about this? Because I'm as shocked as you are, because Paul Heyman has already cemented himself as someone that is here to cause chaos, entertain people, and ignore any boo and just have fun so far as pro wrestling is concerned. After the shocking betrayal, Paul Heyman is currently working with Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Let me know what you think in the future. How do you predict how he's going to betray them? Because Paul Heyman has the history of making and breaking, and he keeps whining. Let me know what you think in the comment section. For those that do not know who this icon is, this manipulative pro wrestling mind, let us talk about Paul Heyman in this particular video. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Rex. I love to talk about topics that interest you. This particular video was inspired by the last one I did talking about CM Punk. People reacted to it and I loved it, so I thought to continue talking about interesting things like this. Let me know what you think in the comment section. However, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Glory Rex. I am a content creator, a movie audio editor, and a spoken word poet. This video is dedicated to all wrestling fans. I would always love to put a disclaimer that my channel does not promote violence. However, pro wrestling is a kind of sport that a lot of people enjoy watching, so I love to talk about topics related to WWE. If you are interested, I have a playlist. I'll drop it below this particular video. So my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. I love you. Thank you so much for coming back to watch another interesting video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section and let us talk about Paul Heyman. If you have not subscribed, this is the time you should please click on the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. That way, when I post another video, you are automatically notified. Bear in mind that I do not just post any particular kind of content for any particular niche. I talk about whatever needs to be talked about, and you guys know the drill already, my OGs. So thank you so much, and let us get straight into the video and talk about this particular manipulative mind called Paul Heyman. Let us start with the early life of Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was born on September 11th, 1965 in New York City. He was a photographer as a teenager. He was photographing for some wrestling magazines. He became involved in the wrestling business in 1980s as a manager, a promoter under the name Paul E. Dangerously. So it was recorded that in 1988 to 1993, Paul Heyman was known for his bash talking, fast talking, a particular weird looking large cell as props when he was, being himself as Paul Heyman, and at that time he was with WCE. That was between 1988 to 1993. You see, I did my research. It was also recorded that he was the talent manager to some amazing talents like the Midnight Express, Rick Rude, and the stunning Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Featured wrestling right here on TBS, and who better to be in the main event on the debut of WCW Saturday Night than the best wrestler on television today, the world's TV champion, stunning Steve Austin.
Let us talk about his career in ECW, and that was from 1993 to 2021. This particular man is hardworking and is a hustler. I like him for that. Based on my research, it was recorded that Paul Heyman took over Eastern Championship Wrestling and turned it into Extreme Championship Wrestling, and this is the short form for ECW. For those that have heard him say that, the Extreme Championship Wrestling, okay, and that was in 1994.
As a proof of this fact, if you are a wrestling fan, it's going to be the best damn wrestling you have ever seen.
Fans were so in love with this particular movement, it became like a cult for favorite hardcore wrestling lovers, and it was a showcase for talent, revolutionizing storytelling. You see, that struggle is real. So this particular movement of Paul Heyman brought to limelight amazing talent like Rob Van Dam, Sabu, and many others. I'm going to put them here on the screen for you guys to see. Although this particular ECW was amazing, but in 2001 it had some financial issues which led it to pack up. Let's talk about Paul Heyman's career in WWE, which was where I first saw Paul Heyman and got to experience his amazing talent for being manipulative firsthand. Okay, and for every other fan like me started watching Paul Heyman in WWE, come sit down, let's talk about Paul Heyman, how he got to WWE. Okay, Paul Heyman's career started in WWE after the closure of ECW in 2021. Ever since then, he has been a huge influence on how storylines are told and executed in WWE. At some point, he became the head writer for SmackDown. He established himself as a talent manager, working with some amazing talent like we know, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. At some point, he worked with CM Punk, Cesaro. Like, the list is long when it comes to people that Paul Heyman has worked with. Most of us know him working with the Bloodline, both the OG Bloodline and the new Bloodline. Paul Heyman has played a huge role in establishing them as amazing performers. Okay, so in 2020, Paul Heyman officially became special counsel to Roman Reigns. That transformed him from just being a talent to the almighty tribal chief that he is.
But I betrayed Roman Reigns, right? I betrayed Roman Reigns, who couldn't handle the fact that I just wanted to help my best friend live out his dream. No, it's always Paul Heyman. I'm always the liar. I'm always at fault. I'm the betrayer. I'm the double crosser.
His influence in the Bloodline, both OG Bloodline, new Bloodline, is something to applaud. If you understand the concept of pro wrestling, storylines, and the twist that is involved with making viewers glued to their screen, coming back to watch talent perform, then you actually applaud Paul Heyman. Alright, so whether you love him or you hate him for his sharp mouth, his mic skills, his managerial brilliance, Paul Heyman always stands out when it comes to being an amazing promoter of talent. Okay, so Paul Heyman is a father of two amazing children, Azalea and Jacob, from his ex-wife. Okay, however, Paul Heyman is a Hall of Famer. He got inducted in Hall of Fame last year, 2024.
Coming back bigger, better, stronger than ever before.
Let me know what you think about Paul Heyman. What did I miss out of his amazing story? Tell me what you think about this particular video if you want to see more of things like this. My name is Glory Rex. I'm here to share, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Tomorrow's bright, just wait and see. The future starts to leave, be free.